What's going on, everyone, and welcome back for episode number 50 of Rising Above Adversity A.F.C Bournemouth. Today we reached the half century of episodes in this series and we have the start of a brand new season. Of course, if you missed the last episode, we played in the FA Cup final, so if you missed that, I would advise you to go back and watch that one. But as I said, start of a brand new season today, and I'm going to be kicking it off like I did last season with the Community Shield. But before, of course, we get into that, transfers is what I'm going to be showing you. I know you guys will want to see how we did in the transfer market, and we did a fair bit of business. Quite a few players coming in, 6 in total, and we also let 7 players go out of the club, either for transfer fees or on loan. So we'll start off with the players that we brought in. First up, Ronnie Heaton, Blackburn, 4.5 million, 17 years old, English central midfielder, looks a superb talent. I've sent him straight out on loan to Watford in the Championship so he can get some game time there, but he looks a brilliant talent and can't wait to see how he develops. Then next up, we've got Aaron Cresswell coming in from West Ham, for 6.25 million. Paid about 3 million more than I actually wanted to pay for him, but I guess you're paying for the fact that he's English as well. But he looks a really solid player. Of course, he is 30 years old now. He's getting on a little bit, but I feel like he's still got something to contribute to a side like ours, and he'll provide good competition for Para at left back. Then after him, the big money signing of the summer. I mentioned in the last episode that we've got money to spend if we want to go out and buy someone for big money. And Raheem Ait Mokhtar came in from Espanyol for £26.5 million. Guys, just look at him. Just for a moment, just look. What a wonderful player. I'm actually training him to play at right back. I think he's got all the attributes to play there. He's got the attributes to play pretty much anywhere, to be honest. He's such a wonderful player. If I wanted to play him on the wing, I could probably play him on the wing. You can see he can play in centre mid. He's naturally a centre back, but he's just so well rounded. His physical attributes are just out of this world. 17 strength, 17 stamina, 17 pace. He's got it all. And as I said, I'm training him to play at right back. You know, I think I want to utilise that. You know, the fact that he's got fantastic crossing. He's also very good at marking. His heading is good. His first touch is good. Everywhere, he's just a superb player. He's only 21 years old, so he's going to still grow further. And as I said, well worth the money in my opinion. Really happy that we were able to get him in this summer. Next up, we've got Chininia. I'm not even sure how to pronounce that correctly. It's a bit of a mouthful. 18 years old, Brazilian central midfielder, fantastic talent, described as a wonder kid in the game, and he's going to become a superb player in my opinion. Fantastic technical attributes. The fact that, you know, he's a brilliant passer of the ball and he's also fantastic in the tackle. I really like that. A well-rounded midfielder, and he's going to become a superb asset for us. Next up, we've got a loan signing, Cesar Oliveira from Roma for the season. Right wing. I actually wanted to sign this guy permanently. He's 20 years old, right wing, as I said, and he looks superb as well. For a 20-year-old, he looks incredibly well-rounded. His physical attributes are something that really drew me to him. You know, he's got very good pace. His acceleration is good. He's also got amazing strength as well as the fact that he's a fantastic dribbler of the ball, a decent crosser as well, and he's only 20 years old. There's going to be a lot of room for growth with this guy, and I'm going to try and sign him permanently. I've got him on loan for the season, but yeah, really, really good player. And then the final addition to the squad was a player from our rivals for this season, or our rivals in the game, from Arsenal on loan for the season. I'm not even going to pronounce his first name, but Milik has joined us on loan. Just another option up front, really, and gives us something a little bit different from what we've already got, and that is aerial threat. We haven't really got that with any of our strikers, so that was the reason why I brought him in on loan for the season. I think we've got a future fee, yeah, of 4.2 million agreed on him, so if we want to sign him permanently next summer, if he does a good job, we can do that. So that is our signings. You can see we let quite a few players go. A lot of these players just not surplus to requirements anymore, not good enough for where we're trying to go, likes of Winston Reid, Brian Oviedo, Matic, who only joined last summer, was pretty poor last season, to be fair, so I sold him as well. Sylvain Bayemi, youngster that we sold, we brought him in for 3 million, sold him for 2.5, a bit of a loss, and I'm actually a bit annoyed really because I was close to selling him to Rotherham last season for 6 million. But I had to keep him because I didn't have any options at right back. And yeah, I've sold him for 2.5 million now, but we're not too worried about that, to be fair. Nikostos, thank you, is left. Didn't play at all last season. He's gone to West Brom for 4 million. And as I mentioned, Ronnie Heaton, the youngster that we brought in from Blackburn, has gone straight out on loan to Watford. So those are our transfers. I want to know what you guys think about the transfers that I've made in this summer. Who do you think is our best signing? Who are you most excited about seeing in our squad? But as I said, today we've got the Community Shield. And we've got a bit of a problem for this game, and I'll show you it on our lineup page. Yeah, if we just scroll down, the Olympics has arrived, and of course, as we've got so many fantastic young players, they've all buggered off to the Olympics, which is very, very annoying because they will miss the start of the league season as well, I believe. So I'm hoping every one of these players, whatever countries they're playing for, have a terrible competition so they can get knocked out at the group stages and come back to Bournemouth. But this is the team that we're putting out. Still a pretty decent team. I mean, it's of course not our first choice team. It's not going to be our first choice lineup. But we've got Bardi in goal. We've got Zadrahal at right back, Bailey Cargill and Gamega at centre back. Gamega, I quickly want to show him. He's been developing really nicely over the summer. Been doing well, developing him so far. Fantastic player, of course, we brought in last season from Dynamo Kiev. I'm really excited about him, actually. We've got some fantastic young centre-backs, of course, with the likes of Mamana and Lee Song-yong. We're sorted at centre-back for a very, very long time. But at left-back, we've got Para. In the middle, we've got Kubas and Sidorchuk, who Sergei Sidorchuk, I've been trying to sell him on, actually. Haven't had any interest in him so far, but I'm kind of glad we haven't sold him as yet because, obviously, we need him at this present time. Oliviero on the right, Halilovic in the trequartista role, Joaquin Correa back from his broken ankle on the left, and Luciano Vieto up front. I'm only able to field 4 subs on the bench. Butland, Cresswell, Negro, and the youngster I showed last time, or the episode before, I can't quite remember, Jeff Inion. Looks a fantastic prospect, doesn't he? If we can develop into a fine player, that'll be brilliant. He's got a 5-star potential, or 4-star with the 1-star blacked out. Of course, I said I was training him to be a striker, so yeah, really happy about him as well. But that is the lineup. Arsenal, of course, winning the league title last season. That is what we're aiming to do this year. We want to take that title back, and hopefully we can put a marker down on this first day of the season, or this curtain raiser. And yeah, let's go out there and let's get a win. And well, the first highlight of the game, Vieto has gone off injured. Exactly what we need when we don't have any players. Injuries. Vieto is really injury prone, actually, the last couple of seasons, always picking up injuries. Knowing him, it's probably going to be a 3-month injury, but we'll worry about that after the game. We're going to bring on Negro. Not the ideal start to the game. Hopefully we don't see any more injuries. That is not what we need at this present time. But moments after the substitution, we're on the attack. Halilovic, who I'm expecting to have a fantastic season this year, goes on a great run, got the shot away, but it's a good save by the keeper. Good work there by Halilovic, though. Here we come again. Halilovic on the ball. He's seeing a lot of it so far, causing Arsenal some problems. Gets the shot away off the post. He comes in again from the rebound and just misses. Halilovic making a great start to the game, and a bit unlucky there not to give us the lead. And there is the whistle for half-time. It's 0-0 at this moment in time. Says Halilovic has a 6.2 rating. From the highlights that I've saw, he's been brilliant, so I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, 0-0 at half-time. We've been much the better of the two sides. We should be going into this game winning, but unfortunately we're not. So hopefully we can be a bit more clinical going forward in the second half. Bit concerning that we've got 2 midfielders on a yellow card, but hopefully, well, Sidorchuk, that's the norm really. He has to pick up a yellow card. It's not a normal game if he doesn't, but anyway, we'll get back into this game for the second half. Right then, not long after the restart, what can we do with it? Can we take the lead? We have been so good in this game so far. You can see we've had a lot of shots, but 5 clear-cut chances, in fact. Haven't managed to score yet. Can we do it now, though? Halilovic on the ball into Negro. He's got to score. Surely he will. Yes, he will. Marco Negro, the 19-year-old Italian forward who I've got massive hopes for. Had a really good first season for us last year. And he's probably going to play much more of a prominent role in the team this year. Kubas, Halilovic lays him off. And bit poor defending there from Arsenal. But there's no way Negro could miss from there. 1-0. Right then, I suppose it's time for some change. We're in the 64th minute. Although I've just realised that I do not have any substitutes. Yeah, so we're going to scrap that idea. We're going to get straight back into the game. Or should I give Jeff Inion a game? Nah, I don't think so. It's too much of a risk in this kind of game. Yeah, well then, Negro injured. That's exactly what we needed. We're gonna bring on Jeff Enion for his competitive debut. Just can't play at striker just yet. I mean, oh my god, I think we've got Milik. We've got Milik who can come in. He's obviously not eligible to play in this game, but how annoying is that? It's just typical. It's just typical Football Manager, isn't it? That only 2 strikers would get injured. But Enion's going to come on. Hopefully he can do a job. We're actually in nearly the 90th minute now. So we should be able to hold out on this one and win the Community Shield. And there is the full-time whistle, and we continue our good record at Wembley by winning the Community Shield. Of course, it's not regarded as one of the most important trophies in English football, but you know, it's always nice to get off to the season with a win, especially against the champions. We fully deserve to win the game, and it should have been more comfortable than 1-0. We'll have a look at those injuries. Hopefully they're not too serious. Okay, so they're not even injured at all, so that is good news. We'll look at the fixtures that we've got coming up. Of course, we start the league season in just a week's time, or just under a week's time, against Crystal Palace. Next live com will be the Champions League best placed playoff. I'll bring you both legs of our tie against CSKA Moscow. So that will conclude today's episode. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave it a like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit.